Hi, Josh. Thank you for joining me today. Talk a little bit about Zenlayer and what you guys are doing. Why don't you tell me, who are you and what do you do at Zenlayer?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Josh. My name is also Josh. I'm a senior director at Zenlayer, and we are the premier edge cloud computing company.
What are some of those use cases of edge computing that you guys are seeing?
We're seeing a lot within like the gaming vertical. So, for example, you'll have the Origin, which is, it allows people to sign up and, register and things like that. But you actually want the gaming servers in close proximity to where your users are, right? The majority of gamers, if they have any issues with latency, approximately 85% of them will just drop if they're having issues with latency. So if you can get that compute and that processing close to where the actual gamer is, you're gonna have a lot better experience. And there's also a big trend for microtransactions. So instead of charging you up front to purchase the game, you're able to do in-game purchases where you're able to buy gold, items, clothes, stuff to kind of improve the experience. And you want very rapid microtransactions. And the only way that works well is on the edge.
Gotcha. Well, what other, my son games a lot, or I should say I pay for a lot of game mods that I'm aware
I
of.
believe it.
And, that's one of his biggest complaints is if there's any latency or lag, he's on to the next one and there's no looking back. I mean, it's like a quick transaction on to the next.
You're absolutely right.
Now, so as customers are looking at a edge computing solution, talk to me about why Zenlayer.
So the first thing I would have to say is we have the reach. So if you look at some of the big hyperscalers, they're in about 24, 25 countries. We're up to 50 countries. So we just have the breadth, we have the scale to be able to deploy these resources in places that other places can't, and then still be able to connect them over our backbone and accelerate that with our acceleration tool. So when I started 2 years ago, I told you we're up to about 300 edge nodes globally, right? When I started 2 years ago, we were at about 160, 180. The growth has been absolutely astronomical. It's been fast, it's been heavy. We have clients who are looking to build out everywhere in very unique locations, and we're, allowing that to happen.
Yeah,
So.
you guys are you are the provider of, I don't want to say I can't say the most, but like the highest or in the higher category of endpoints.
Definitely.
How easy is it to go to the edge? So I've got, maybe I've got one application and it's in, it's in one location, North America. And now I realize that my user base through COVID, everybody's ordering from me. And now I need to expand. How easy is it to go from central to now more edge-based computing?
We see something very often, and I think it's very powerful. And what we will do is, if you're going back to a gaming company, if you're looking to test your game or application in an emerging market, like I said, we have all these edge nodes all around the world that have all this infrastructure already built up. You want to go ahead and test to see how your game performs. We're able to give you a temporary bare metal server. You go ahead, spin it up on the BMC, see how it performs on the market. If it does well, you can always spin up more resources or go into a managed hosting type design, more robust build. If it doesn't look good, you can always spin them right down and test out another market. So it's very easy to be nimble to get in these markets, to test them, and then, gather the results. And then based on what you see, scale up, scale back. We make it very easy to do. We have dedicated physical hardware to the customer, right? They pick what operating system they want to load into it, and they're able to use, the full machine. They don't have to, it's not a virtualized thing. They don't have to worry about, the noisy neighbor effect. Extremely high performance and easy to turn up in all over the world, wherever it needs to be deployed.
Gotcha. And so to me, that's great because that sometimes that virtualization layer has challenges.
Sure.
And so with a bare metal, I could put the OS stack I want. I can put the gaming engine I want.
You don't have to worry about security of multi people having authorization to be on the same physical piece of device. I mean,
that's a lot of course.
Yeah, exactly.
So now I know with high integrity and kind of high trust, back to this trust comment, I can trust, I know how that box is going to run based on
Definitely.
the stack and its bare metal.
Definitely. Yes.